Okay, hello everybody. Good morning. Um, okay, today we're gonna do the tutorial, the chapter 27 and 28. Yeah. Um, in today I will announce the schedule for our test and the revision. So the tentative schedule for the revision will be the next week during the lecture time, and we will do the progression test 2 weeks from now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so how about the tutorial? Is there any question? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Can I ask you the question at 27.10?
Yeah, 27.
I'm not. Um, I don't understand the compensating balance. Can you explain it?
Com- yeah, compensating balance. Okay. Yeah, need to open the question first. 27. Oh, yeah. 10, number 10 here. The NPV and reducing float. Nobel Books Corporation has an agreement with Floyd Bank. Okay. Whereby the bank handles in collision a day and require compensating balance. Yeah. Okay. Even that you do not understand this kind of balance, the compensating balance. You just to understand that this is the balance that you have to maintain in your account at any time. The compensating balance is some kind of minimum requirement. Yeah, in this case you just think about that. It's just the minimum requirement that you have to have in the account. Yeah. Okay, so is that good for, yeah, with the bank handle collection that they require compensation? No more book is contemplating canceling the agreement and dividing its eastern region, so the two other banks will handle this business. Bank A and B will each handle. Okay, each require compensating balance. No more books financial. Management expect that collection will be accelerated by one day if the eastern region is divided. Okay. So we divided the collection. We can accelerate by one day. Mhm. Should the company proceed with the new system, what will be the annual net saving and assume the T-bill rate? So the T-bill rate is a risk-free rate for you. For this is just the interest rate. Uh, yeah. Okay. So how to do this? Mm, so after that, I explained that compensating balance is just some kind of balance that you have to deposit in the bank before doing anything. So you have to, that is the minimum requirement. So you have to maintain that amount. So is that enough to solve this problem? Bạn nào vừa hỏi tôi ấy nhỉ? Có đủ để giải không em? Có đủ để làm không? Phải suy nghĩ gì kỹ hơn không? Được chưa? Thế là đủ chưa? Is that good?
Em thấy tức là chỉ cần 3 triệu 2 trừ đi 350.000 xong rồi cộng với 380.000 ạ. Em cũng không hiểu cách làm, đấy là cách làm dung giải ạ, em không hiểu.
Thì yeah,
Kiểu tính
in
NPV á.
yeah, in this case we change the system. uh, previously we have and now currently we have the system with one bank, the Floyd Bank, and the bank can handle all the collection of $3.2 million. And now we change to the new system, and that is require a new compensating balance. So the incremental cash flow here is just the how much, 190, 30,000 dollars, and we can accelerate by 1 day. So uh, when you when you learn about the float, float, you know that when we accelerating the collection time by 1 day, we can have immediately the cash flow, the cash inflow. Yeah, here 1 day, 3.2 million, so we can have 3.2 millions of inflow immediately when we change the system, because the system accelerate by 1 day. Is that good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will show you the detail, but I think the detail is simple that way. Okay. New system. For the new system, uh, we have a cash flow at 0 time because we changed the system. So we have to deposit more. Here is 190 per one bank. So by two bank is outflow of 190 multiplied by 2, but the incremental. So we do not do use this system, so we can recover that amount. So it can be like this way. Yeah, so it is equal to 30,000 at time 0 minus, sorry. Okay. And immediately, because the collection is accelerated by 1 day, so we can have an inflow of 3.2 million. So the NPV, yeah, this is the just the cash flow by changing the about the compensating balance. Yeah, and about the float, we have an inflow of 3.2. Yeah, so this is our NPV. It is simple that way. Yeah, em có hiểu cái này không? Câu chuyện là như vậy, đơn giản
Rồi,
vậy
em
thôi.
hiểu rồi ạ.
Nó
Vâng.
chỉ đơn giản thế thôi.
Hả?
It's simple like that. And we use the TB rate of 5% here for the annual net saving. Because previously we do not have this NPV or this cash flow at the present. So now we can save 5% of this amount. So the net saving is equal to the NPV here, or the present value of the all these thing here, and multiply by the 5%. Yeah. Because if we do not have this benefit, we have to finance it by some source of fund, and this is just the risk free. Yeah, they are assuming that we can find this source of fund at 5%, so we can saving 5% of interest if we do not have to finance this amount. Yeah, so this is net saving, annual saving. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Được chưa? Bạn còn hỏi câu nào nữa không? Any other question? Any other question, please?
Teacher, do have the final result for questions 27.11. My
11.
result is no, it is exact. My result is 24,500.
Okay, you
Yes.
want to check the result?
Yes,
Okay.
I want to check.
How would your answer change if there were fixed charge? So we have two questions here based on the following information. Should the lockbox system be adopted? So the answer should be a yes or no. Okay, let me see.
My NPV is
Yeah.
95,000 928.57.
95,000.
Yes.
How much? 98?
95,928.
900 and
28. 28
28? Yeah.
point 57.
Okay.
And I deducted uh, with the present value of the cost.
Hmm.
The cost and the additional cost, that's the 5,000 per 7%. I discount this cost to the present because it's
Mm-hmm.
infinity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, let me see the question first. Estimated majority, therefore considering a lockbox. Okay, the bank has estimated use system will reduce the collection time by 2 days. Okay, so you have 2 days in reduction based on the following information. Should the lockbox be adapted? Average number of payment per day. Okay, average value of payment here. Yeah, so we have the amount. 2 days. Okay. So if we reduce by 2 days, the cash inflow of this system will be this amount. Yeah, first you can see that. And the variable lockbox fee per transaction is $0.22. Okay. So we have the transaction number of transaction here. Yeah. Như vậy là bằng này transaction. Annual interest rate on money market here is for the fee, but how to, okay, so they are charged here by the transaction. Yeah, so we need to find out the daily interest because here we only have the annual interest. Yeah, and this is a fee because we have a fee, everyday fee of 0.22 multiplied by 8.5. Yeah, so we need the daily fee, daily interest. How to find out the daily interest with 7% annual?
Is it 7%
1.07.
per 265?
Mm-hmm. Minus 1. That is the daily interest. Okay. And we use this daily interest to calculate the present value of the cost. Here is the daily cost. Here is the first cash inflow at this time 0. So we can find out the NPV is equal to the cash inflow here, number 1 here, number 1, and minus the fee. Fee here is the annual fee because we do use it for infinity, so the cost must be over. How much for the daily interest? Em tính ở nhà chưa, ra bao nhiêu? How much for this? Xem nào.
Tại vì em tính sai á, tại vì em tính sai cái daily interest này là chắc là đáp án sai ạ.
Em chia cho 365 thôi hả?
Yes.
Ok. 0,018 5%. Yeah, so over. Okay, so we can find out the NPV. If the NPV is higher than 0, we accept it. If it is negative, we reject. Yeah, we all we know all how to do it. So for the second question, how would your answer change if there were a fixed charge of 5,000 per year? So, if they are charged by per year instead of daily, so we have the 7% annually. It is even simpler. Yeah, NPV is equal to the number 1 minus the fee, but now we have the present value of the fee for annually. We have already have the annual fee, annual interest here. It's even easier. Yeah. Okay, so that this is for the two question. Is that okay? Yeah. Is there any other question?
Em thưa thầy, em tưởng là cái phần NPV đầu tiên không phải trừ đi cái additional cost chưa ạ? Tức là cái NPV thứ hai đấy nó tức là cả cái kết quả của NPV thứ nhất trừ tiếp đi bởi vì nó là additional cost.
Đâu, đâu phải additional cost đâu. How would your answer change if there were a fixed charge? Ah, you mean that we have one
Yes,
more, so we have
yeah,
not
one
only
more
the
cost.
daily charge and we have
Yes, yes.
another annual charge. Yeah.
So one minus 0.22 xong minus
Mm-hmm.
5,000
Yeah,
per
yeah, yeah,
7.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's Yeah, that's right. Because this is the in addition to the variable charge. Yeah, because we have the variable charge here, and this is the annual charge. So it should be the number second here. Yeah. If we call the first NPV is number two, so the second NPV will be the number two minus one more charge here. Okay, thank you. Được rồi, thế thôi. Ok, còn gì nữa không? Anything else? Rồi. Anything else? Còn câu hỏi nào nữa không nào? Có bạn nào hỏi gì nữa không? Có, yeah, today we also do the chapter 28 also, huh? Yeah, 27 and 28. So you are free to ask the chapter 28 also. Okay. Bạn nào hỏi gì nữa không nào? Hỏi đi. Any other question? Còn câu hỏi gì nữa không nhỉ? Any other question?
Teacher, can
Hmm.
you correct one of the exercise in chapter 28?
28. Yeah.
I
Okay,
just
let me
want to
open
know
it.
how to
Sorry,
do
sorry. Let me open it. Let me
because I
open it
don't
first.
understand the 28.
Which one? Which one? This is the chapter 28. Which one? Em không hiểu câu nào. Em hỏi câu nào ở trong cái chapter 28? Hello? Đâu mất rồi? Hello? Bạn này vừa mới điện thoại này.
Tức là kiểu như là dạng bài á, kiểu thầy chữa một bài xong rồi
Dạng bài à?
kiểu em không hiểu cách làm ấy.
Cách làm á?
Chỉ
Đây.
chữa mẫu một
Yeah,
bài
we
thôi
have
ạ.
the question number 1, 5, 7 and 9 to do. So, what do you think? Which one? Which one do you want me to explain? To show you?
It's number 9.
9,
Number
okay.
9.
Okay, number 9. Airspace is a wholesaler that stock engine components and test equipment for the commercial. Okay, a new customer has placed an order for 8 high bypass turbine. Increase variable cost. Yeah, and the credit price. Yeah, but it extend for one period. Uh-huh. Based on historical experience, payment for about 1 hour every 200 such order is never collected. Okay, so we have the probability of default here. The probability of bad debt is 1 out of 200 is 0.5%. The required return is 2.9% per period. Yeah. Okay, so this assuming that this is one-time order, should it be filled? So for this question, we have to calculate the NPV. The customer will not buy if credit is not extended. So they are required to extend the credit by one period. Okay, let's do this. We because we have to find out the NPV, so we need all the cash flow. So the cash flow at time zero, how much we have to pay? Yeah, for example, here for the we have to assume that the variable cost here we have to incur before selling the our product. So at time zero, we have an outflow of 2.4 million to make the product, and after that, after we make the product, we sell our product, but we sell on credit. We have sell on credit. So at time one, we receive the amount of 2.625 million. But the probability of bad debt is 0.5%. So the expected value of the inflow at time one is just the expected value of, of something is equal to weighted average probability of the value. So we only have 99% we will receive it, and 99.5% we will receive this amount, and 0.5% we will receive nothing. Yeah, yeah, that is the expected value that we will receive in the future. So this is all the cash flow we have if this is one-time order. So the NPV is equal to 2.4 million here, and the present value of the number one here equal to 0.65 multiplied by this, and discount for one period, 1 point, yeah, that is the NPV for the number, for the part A. One-time order, should it be filled? So if the NPV is higher than zero, you know that we have to, we can accept it, and vice versa. The customer will not buy. Okay. For the number, for the part B, what is the break-even probability of default in part A? So they call the 0.5%, they call the 0.5% is the probability of default. So they are asking about in the part B, the break-even probability of default means that that it is break-even when the NPV is equal to zero. So is when the probability of default is equal how much, and we can see here easy, huh? 2.4 when 2.4 million is equal to this amount multiplied by 1 minus the probability of default and discount for one period. That is for the part B. Is that okay? Is that good? The probability of default here is just for the expected value that we will receive in the future. It is the same way of thinking when we learn about the real option. Yeah, the real option, or in that problems, in the real option problems, we have something like a probability that we will expand, probability we will abandon it, or something like that. And it's just the probability is just for the for calculating the value, the expected value of the cash flow. So this is the same. Mm. Sure. Okay, we move to the part C. Suppose that customer who don't default because repeat customers and place the same order every period forever. Okay, so anytime we can be default. At any time we may be default, but at any time we can repeat the order. So the probability of default for each year is the same. Yeah, we can assume that a break even. Okay, so should be filled. Yeah, so it is not the one time. the cash flow, we will receive in the future is not only this amount. We have to do the manufacturing period by period, yeah, continuously. So the cash flow at time zero is still the first time we make the component, but at the period one, we have to make another one for the next one. So we still make another one for the next period, and at the same time we receive the cash flow of the first one. So we receive this amount, 99.5%. Okay, and this is the cash flow to the future. Okay, you can see this. Sorry. So the cash flow uh, from the one to the, it's the same. Sorry. Cash flow from year two to infinity is equal to cash flow at year one. So the NPV now is equal to this amount plus the cash flow of year one over the rate of per period now is here. Because this is the present value of perpetuity cash flow. Okay. Yeah, that is how we deal with the repeat customer. Means that we keep doing our business. This is not a one-time contract. We do it over and over and over. Okay. We may do not need to think about the repeat customer. Even that we do not have the repeat customer, we have a new customer, and or we have many customer, and this is just the on average. On average, we receive this amount, and in 200 of orders, we have one bad debt. So this is just always be the this is always be the expected value that we receive each period. So do not think much about the repeat customer. We have many customer, and this is just the on average. Yeah, this amount on average. So we can calculate the NPV. For the party, describe in general terms why credit terms will be more liberal when repeat orders are possibly. Yeah, by calculation, we can see that. Yeah, we could keep doing, if we keep doing our business, we can see that the present value of the cash flow in the future is very big. It's very huge. Yeah, this is much, much higher than this. Yeah, of course, because of course we have doing the business for forever to infinity. So of course we have many cash flow. One cash flow compare with infinitive, uh, infinite cash flow. Yeah, one cash flow versus infinite cash flow. So of course the credit terms will be more liberal when repeat orders are possibly. Được chưa? Are you okay? Are we okay with this? Think it simple, huh? Think it simple. Think it as a business, a everyday business. We do this like every day. Được chưa nào? Anything else? Mình nói. Có ai thắc mắc gì nữa không? Any other question? Or is that good? Is that good? Any other question? Even that you can think about this example like you have to invest something in the receivable. The amount is 2.4 million at initial. So we have to spend this amount for the account receivable. That is the unassessed, so that is the outflow. We have at the first time we have 2.4 million as cash. Now we have to convert it into receivable for some credit policy. So this is must be the outflow, the net working capital outflow. And because we have some credit policies and we can receive some amount like this, and at each time, at each period, we receive this amount that is one times. So the more times we can do this in one year, the more profit we can make. Được chưa? Các bạn có thể nghĩ cái này rất đơn giản. Là đây là chúng ta invest vào account receivable chẳng hạn. Thì cái này có thể sẽ là sales mà chúng ta sẽ receive được từ cái investment này, và cứ roll over, đúng không? Every period we can do this, and the more period we can do in one year, the more profit we can make. Được chưa? Đấy, nó rất đơn giản như thế thôi, đừng có nghĩ gì phức tạp nhé. Make it simple. Okay. Anything else? Anything else, please? Any other question? Question 5, chapter 28. Okay. Terms of sale. A firm's offers term 110 net 30. 1% within 10 days. 30% is maximum. Effective annual interest rate does the firm earn when the customer does not take the discount? Okay. Without doing any calculation, explain. So without doing any calculation, explain what will happen to this effective rate if... Okay, sorry. This question is a little bit confused if we do it, if we read it like this, because what is the effective annual interest rate that's the firm earned? Actually, when we use and when we use some credit policy, we do not earn any interest. We have to incur some cost. Here I will show you the cost. The firm offer terms of 110 net 30. So means that if the customer pay within 10 days, they will receive 1%. And they are giving the credit period of 30% maximum. So in the perspective of the seller, we have to invest something in the account receivable for at least 10 days. So if the customer pay us the money within 10 days, they will receive 1%. So our cost will comprise of two parts. 10 days. The first thing, 10 days. We have to invest. We lost the opportunity for invest in 10 days. We can because we have our credit policy of 10 days. Yeah. It means that we lending our money to the customer for 10 days, and the customer, and one more type of cost is 1%. So there is two type of cost if the customer pay us in 10 days. But if the customer pay us in 30 days, it is 10 days, within 10 days. And if the customer pay us in 30 days, only one cost, we have to pay 30 days. Because the money is not free. Yeah. You cannot have the money for free. Any days you have to invest in the receivable, it will incur some cost. So this is two kind of costs you can see in this credit policy. So if the question asks about the firm earn, actually the firm does not earn anything. They just not incur something. Yeah, so instead of incur 1% for the within 10 days and 10 days of investment opportunity, they will have the 30 days more. So instead of 1% here, so compare between these two, you can see that this is 10 days, this is 30 days. So the incremental is just 20 days and 1%. Yeah, so you see that this is just the incremental in benefit or just the reduction in the cost. Yeah, one is the 1% and the other is 20 days. Yeah, so you can think about it's just the comparison between these two kind of two situation, and you find out the incremental things. And here is the 1% for 20 days. Yeah. So now we have 1% for 20 days, and we can know the benefit of that. Yeah. The customer do not use the 1%, and they are use the 20 days. And here we assume that 20 days is, we have to make it free. So for the 20 day, we do not have any opportunity to do it. So we just think about the 1%, and they ask about the 1% effective rate. Yeah, 1% of 20 days and effective rate, annual rate. And we all can do this 1% of the full amount. So instead of, for example, instead of 99, they are pay 100. So 1% is not the 1% of 100. It is 1 over 99 of 20 days. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of thinking about the interest we can earn, this is about the benefit that the customer do not take. So they do not take the 1 over 99, and they are take the 20 days. Okay. So the effective annual rate is equal to 1 plus the 1 over 99 to the power of over 20. Được chưa? Is that okay? Có dễ hiểu không? Is that okay? Is that good for this part? Because you have to understand this part before doing the next one. Because with the next one, without doing any calculation, for the part A, the discount is changed to 2%. So the cost is more. So if the cost is more, the effective interest annual rate must be higher. For the part A, if we change 1% to 2%, it is costly. Yeah, cost more. So of course, the effective annual rate must be higher. 2 over 99, 98. And for the part B, the credit period increased to 60 days. So now is the 1 over 99 for 60 days. And you can see here, the calculation here, 60 days now. And you can see the comparison. See the result. And for the part C, the discount period increased to 15 days. So instead of 10 days, they have 115 net 30. So now the incremental is only 15 days. Yeah. Okay, so that is different in some way of 199 for 15 days. Okay. For the part A is the 298 for 30 days, 20 days. Okay. Được chưa? Yeah, we choose 99 rather than 100 because we invest. This is the amount. This is the amount they are borrowed. they are forgo. The customer, they are forgo if within 10 days they have to pay 99. Within 10 days they have to pay 99. But within 30 days they have to pay the full amount of 100. So in this case they are borrow 99 and they are pay back here. Do you see? So they are borrow 99 and they have to pay 100, and they can borrow this for a period of 20 days. So instead of pay 99, they are choosing pay 100, but 20 days after. But the amount they have to pay more is 199 to 101. Okay, so the interest must be the interest they have to pay more over the borrowing amount or the investment in the seller perspective. Được chưa? Em hiểu ý không? Câu chuyện rất đơn giản là thay vì chúng ta trả 99 thì chúng ta sẽ chọn là trả 100. Và nếu mà trả 100 thì chúng ta có thêm 20 ngày. Như vậy chúng ta vay được 1 đồng trên 99 đồng đang vay đấy cho 20 ngày. Ok. Do you understand? Yeah, okay, thank you. Any other question? Any other question, please? Any other question? Do we have any other question? Mhm. Yeah, if you do not have any question, we can stop now. Yeah, if it is that good. Seven, number seven. Number seven. Let me see. Size of account receivable. Okay. Okay. Sell perfume collection each year at a price per unit. So every year they sell this amount. Okay. All sales are on credit with terms of 110 net 40. The discount is taken by 40% of the customer. Mhm. So 60% they will not taking the discount and they will pay after 40 days. What is the total amount of the company's account receivable? So they are asking about the investment in the receivable you have to do in reaction to sales by its main competitor, considering change in credit policies. Okay, so after do this, we're going to do the next one. Okay, let me do this. Let me see. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So to find out the receivable, we need something like here we need the days. Yeah. Um, think it's simple. Think it's simple because something like that is something like that. For the first day. Yeah, this is just another example. For example, for the first day, days for the first day, you sell one product for $10 to one customer, and they are and you are sell on credit, and for example 10 days. And for the second day, you are sell the other one, and one more 10 days. So each mm, every sale yeah, every sales is on credit, and you have to pay it. You are only expect to receive it in 10 days. So for the first day, you have to invest 10 in receivable. For the second, you invest more 10 because they are not paying anything, and now you do not have any inflow, and one more 10, and for 10 days. This is day zero, one, two, or we can call it day one, day two, day three, and for day 10. At the day 10, you will receive the first 10. So you have the first inflow of 10, and still you pay something. You selling something, and you have to invest in the receivable. And for the day 11, sorry here, 11, you receive the 10 of the second. This is the 10 of the second. The first 10 is of the day one, and still like this. So you can see that we have to invest an amount of 10 per day for 10 days. So the balance of our receivable must be 100. That is the amount of money we have to invest in the account receivable if we need to run this kind of credit policy. So there is two things we need to see to know the we need to know to calculate the account receivable balance. The first is the everyday, on average, everyday sales. So sales per day is the first, and the second is the receivable days. Account receivable days means that account receivable period or day sale outstanding. Yeah, anything you can think about. Yeah, that is the same, interchangeable. Sorry for this. So if you want the account receivable, if you want to know the account receivable, you need account receivable days and the sales per day. Here you have the sales per year, so you can have the average, on average, sales per day. The number 5, let me see. We have the sales per year. Uh, seven, yeah. Sales per year of 4,900 units and $495 per. So we have the sales per year. So sales per day equal to 4,900 multiplied by 495 over 365. So this is sales per day. And we have to find out the account receivable days. So how much for the account receivable day? Um, 40% will take the discount. I remember that. Yeah, yeah. The discount is taken by 40% of the customer. So 40% will pay within 10 days. And the rest, 60%, will pay within 40 days. So the day sale outstanding or account receivable days equal to 40% they will pay in 10 days, and 60% they will pay in 40 days. So this is how much for 28 days. So now you have the answer. Okay, so we have to the average account receivable is equal to this one, this number one multiplied by 28 days. Is that okay? For the next question, in reaction to sales, they have to change the credit policy of 210 net 30. Uh-huh. How will this change in policy affect accounts receivable? Hmm. So, but when we change to this, is there anything change in the percentage here? If we assume that still 40% of the customer will pay within 10 days and 60% will pay within 30 days, if we have to assume, yeah, here we have to assume that 40% pay within 10 days and 60% will pay within 30 days. And of course, we have the day sale outstanding, new day sale outstanding. Uh-huh. And of course, we have the new average account receivable. Okay, is that okay? Yeah. That's all for these problems. Is there any confused or is there any other question? Anything else you want to ask? Được chưa? Tôi nghĩ như thế là cũng ok rồi đấy. Không có vấn đề gì lắm. Tính ở nhà có tính ra như thế không? Còn nếu như mà mình không có assume thì mình chỉ có thể trả lời là một con số áng áng thôi. How will how will this if we do not use any calculation and just think about how will, yeah, something will change. So what is the change? Because the discount is higher, 2% compared with 1%. So maybe more people, more customer will pay sooner. So if the more customer pay sooner, they will the day sale outstanding will be lower. So the days if the day sale outstanding lower, the account receivable investment will be lower. So we will receive some that we will recover some money from the account receivable. And here, yeah, of course, the 30 is lower than the 40, and of course, the days will be lower, shorter. Yeah, I mean shorter. So the days sale outstanding must be lower, shorter, and of course, the average account receivable will at a lower level. Yeah, if we do not assume this, we can answer that way. Yeah, without any calculation. Được chưa? Có ai hỏi gì nữa không nào? Anything else? Hỏi gì nữa không? Nếu không có gì để hỏi thì nghỉ nhá. If you do not have any question, we can stop now. The lecture today will be delivered by me. So go to the link of my class, huh? The link for the class is still the same. My class, the lecture. 14. 14 of the 28. The credit policy evaluation here. Yeah, okay. Harrington Corporation is considering a change in cash only policy. The new terms would be net one period uh, based on the following information determine if Harrington should proceed or not. The required return is 2.5% per period. Okay. Price per unit, new policy price per unit higher. Okay. So cost per unit 47. So cost per unit is the same, but we will receive more, but we receive later. Unit sales per month. Yeah. Okay. Here is one more time. You have to decide something, and you only have the NPV to think about. Here, if the cash only, you have two situation to compare here. Currently, currently you will receive 104 per unit, and sales per month is at this amount. This is currently, and immediately you will receive this. But mm, for the new one, this is a little bit different here. Yeah, let me see about the cost. So you have to invest more in the inventory because we have one more. Okay. So for the first one, for the current one, yeah, sorry, at time zero, at time zero, you have to produce at 47 per unit, and you can receive it, the sales immediately. So this is the cash flow of the time zero, period one. But for the period two, you have to produce for the next, yeah. So it's the same, still the same as zero. Okay, so that is for the current. Uh, okay, new system. At the time zero, we have to produce about how much we can have here. 3,295. Yeah, we have to produce this and we sell it this, but we do not receive it uh, at the next time. We still have to produce for the next period, but we receive the amount of the money from the first of this one. And for the next period is the same as the first one. Uh-huh. And this is go forever. Okay, this is still go forever. So you now have all the information to calculate the NPV. So the NPV here, we need the incremental cash flow. The new one here, the current ones here. So the new minus the old. New minus the old will be the incremental cash flow. So the cash flow times zero, the new one here, minus 47 multiplied by the 3295 minus the old. So it must be plus this amount. Okay, minus, sorry, minus the 104.7 multiplied by 3240. 3240. Yeah, that is for the time zero. For the time one, here we have the, for the time one, here we have this amount. So we have this amount A, yeah, and we have this amount B, And the B is the same here, so B here. Okay. So for every year from year 1 to infinity, we will have the amount of A minus B. And we have the discount rate. How much? Discount rate number 12. Bạn vừa hỏi là 14 à? Okay. 2.5%. Yeah. 2.5%. So of course we can calculate the NPV. Được chưa? Is that okay? So we have all the cash flow we need, the cash flow 0, and the cash flow from year 1 to infinity, and we have the discount rate here. So of course we can calculate the NPV. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. Other question? Any other question? So everything, just think about it, very simple. Yeah, think about all the cash flow we can see, and last we can find out the NPV, because we always have the discount rate of something. Yeah. Xong chưa? Nghỉ được chưa? Anything else?
Em thưa thầy là thầy có thể confirm lại lịch thi Broadcast Test 2 được không ạ?
So far thì we intend, tí nữa tôi sẽ công bố ở trên classroom, cho nên thực ra không phải lo lắng đâu. Nhưng mà thực ra thì so far thì we will intend to do the progression test 2 at so let me see the calendar. 27 of May, because the next week, 20 of May, we will do the revision during the lecture time. Yeah, I will give you the link for submitting the question if you have any, and I will do the revision during the lecture time next week. So on 20, the next Wednesday, and the day the week after the next week, we will do the progression test 2 at 27. So we will finish all the tutorial before we doing the progression test 2. And for the progression test 2, we will do it offline. Yeah, that is required by the university. The university requires to go offline after from the 25th of May, 25th of May. So from 25th of May, all of the class will have to do offline. So on the 27th, we will do the progression test 2. Yeah. On the 20th, we will still do the online session. Yeah. All the tutorial and the revision of this subject will we do online. Only the progression test 2 will do offline. And of course, the final exam we will do it offline. Okay. Of course, I will announce officially on our classroom, so don't worry about the information. Anything else? Được chưa? Có bạn nào hỏi gì nữa không? Anything else? Còn gì nữa không nhỉ? Nếu không hỏi gì nữa thì thôi nhá. If we don't have any question, yeah, we can leave now. Okay, so that is good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see you. See you. Bye.
Em thưa thầy là em học tốt chiều nay ấy, tốt của
Ừ,
thầy chiều nay ấy, thì em học
ừ,
bù vào sáng nay ạ.
không
Thì
sao hết. Được, tôi không điểm danh đâu, không vấn đề gì cả.
vợ em cảm ơn thầy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, see you. Bye. Thank you all.